A few years ago, one of the saddest tomato seasons I ever had started with beautiful plants covered in flowers, and then almost every single blossom started falling right onto the ground. No tomatoes, no fruit forming, just flower after flower dropping off the vine. And if you've ever walked out to your garden and seen little yellow blossoms scattered beneath your plants, you know how discouraging that feels. But here's the good news. In most cases, flower drop is completely fixable. And today, I'm going to show you the real reasons tomato flowers keep falling off, including the hidden mistake many gardeners never realize they're making. Because sometimes the problem isn't the flowers themselves, it's the stress happening deeper inside the plant. Welcome back, gardening friends. If you enjoy simple gardening tips, practical growing advice, and calm, old-school methods that actually work, you're in the right place. Whether you grow in raised beds, containers, or backyard rows, the goal is the same: healthy plants and steady harvests without making gardening complicated. And if your tomato flowers are falling off right now, don't panic. This happens to beginners and experienced gardeners too. Tomatoes can be surprisingly sensitive. A small change in temperature, watering, or stress can make them react quickly. But once you understand what your plant is trying to tell you, the solution usually becomes much simpler, because gardening rewards consistency more than perfection. Now, the first thing you need to understand is this: a tomato flower only stays on the plant if the plant feels safe enough to produce fruit. When a tomato plant senses stress, it protects itself by dropping blossoms before fruit develops. And the number one reason this happens is temperature stress. If daytime temperatures consistently rise above about 90 degrees Fahrenheit or nighttime temperatures stay above 75 degrees, pollination starts failing. And if nighttime temperatures stay too cool for long periods, flowers can drop too. The plant basically pauses fruit production until conditions improve. This is especially common during sudden summer heat waves. The flowers may look healthy, but pollination never fully happens, so the blossom dries up and falls away. Now here's what many gardeners miss. Even healthy-looking tomato plants can become stressed much faster in containers than in raised beds. Container soil heats up quickly, and once roots overheat, flower drop often follows. That's why deep watering becomes incredibly important during flowering season. Instead of shallow daily watering, give tomatoes a slow, deep soak. Usually about 2 gallons per plant every few days works far better than tiny daily watering. You want moisture reaching deep into the root zone, because shallow watering creates shallow roots, and shallow roots struggle badly during summer heat. A 2-inch layer of mulch also helps more than many gardeners realize. Mulch keeps soil temperatures stable, reduces moisture loss, and lowers stress on the plant. Simple straw or shredded leaves can make a huge difference during hot weather. But temperature isn't the only reason flowers fall off. Too much fertilizer is another major cause, especially excess nitrogen. This happens all the time when gardeners try to boost growth. The plant becomes big, leafy, and dark green, but produces very little fruit. Why? Because excess nitrogen tells the plant to focus on leaf growth instead of tomato production, so the flowers often fail and drop away. A healthy fruiting tomato plant should look balanced, not overly thick and jungle-like. If your plant has massive leafy growth but very few tomatoes forming, too much fertilizer may be the hidden problem, especially high nitrogen lawn fertilizers. Tomatoes usually do much better with balanced feeding once flowering begins. And here's another mistake that causes flower drop more often than people think: inconsistent watering. Tomatoes hate sudden swings between soaking wet soil and bone-dry soil. That cycle creates root stress, and root stress quickly shows up as blossom problems. 1 week of irregular watering during hot weather can trigger flower drop almost overnight. This is why steady moisture matters more than constant watering. Stick your finger about 2 inches into the soil. If it feels dry there, it's time to water. That simple, old-school method still works beautifully. Now let's talk about pollination for a moment. Tomatoes are self-pollinating, but they still need movement to release pollen properly. Heavy rain, extreme humidity, or completely still air can interfere with pollination. This is especially common in covered patios or greenhouse spaces. One gentle trick many experienced gardeners use is lightly shaking tomato cages or flower clusters during the morning hours. Just enough movement to help pollen release naturally. Simple, but surprisingly effective. And this next section is important because many gardeners accidentally make the problem worse trying to fix it quickly. When flowers start falling, people often panic and add more fertilizer, more water, or extra products. But stressed tomato plants usually recover better with stability, not overload. Steady watering, stable soil moisture, moderate feeding, good airflow, consistent care. That's what helps the plant settle down and start producing again. Now here's something comforting many gardeners need to hear. A few dropped flowers are completely normal. Not every blossom becomes a tomato. Healthy plants naturally shed some blooms throughout the season. The goal isn't perfect flower retention. The goal is steady fruit production overall. So don't stare at every fallen blossom thinking you failed. Instead, watch the plant as a whole. Are new flowers still forming? Is healthy new growth continuing? If so, your plant is probably recovering just fine. And that leads into one of the most important gardening skills of all, learning to read the plant. Curling leaves during extreme afternoon heat can actually be normal temporary stress protection. But constant curling day and night may signal watering problems. Yellow lower leaves can happen naturally as plants age, but widespread yellowing combined with flower drop may point toward root stress or nutrient imbalance. Your tomato plant is always communicating. The key is learning which signals matter most. Now, before we finish, let me share one simple old-school gardener trick that helps reduce flower stress naturally. Many experienced gardeners place a shallow mulch ring around the base of the plant, leaving a little space directly around the stem. This helps stabilize soil moisture while preventing stem rot. Some gardeners also bury a plastic bottle with tiny holes near the roots to create slow, deep watering during hot weather. Cheap, simple, effective. And honestly, some old gardening methods survive for generations because they truly work. So let's quickly recap. If your tomato flowers keep falling off, the most common causes are heat stress, temperature swings, inconsistent watering, too much nitrogen fertilizer, root stress, poor pollination, and the solution usually comes down to reducing stress and improving consistency. Deep watering, mulch, balanced feeding, good airflow, patience. Because once tomato plants feel stable again, they usually return to producing beautifully. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What has your tomato season looked like so far this year? Are your plants already setting fruit, or are blossoms dropping where you live too? Let us know down in the comments because your experience may end up helping another gardener as well. And if you're dealing with curling leaves, cracked tomatoes, or blossom end rot next, make sure you watch the next video because those problems are often connected to the exact same stress issues we talked about today.